Yeah, new Super Mario game. These games are always fun. I will admit I was a little hesitant on getting this game because I'm always hesitant on spending $60 on a video game. But after watching enough ads and gameplay online, I was like, this game looks way too fun to not get. And let me tell you, this is $60 well spent. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. So yeah, we got a new Super Mario game out for the Nintendo Switch, and it's actually two games in one. First off, we have Super Mario 3D World, which is actually a port of the Wii U game. And since I never had a Wii U, this is actually my first time playing Super Mario 3D World. And oh my god, this game's so fun. So in Super Mario 3D World, I do like the fact that it's not just your cliche Bowser's kidnapped Princess Peach and now Mario has to get her. This time around, Bowser has kidnapped these sprixy fairies instead from their own kingdom, so now Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad have to venture into that kingdom to rescue them. I like that. It's a little bit of differentiation. I mean, not much. Bowser still kidnaps someone and you still have to rescue them, but still, I like that it's not Princess Peach you have to rescue. Because now in this game, you can choose to play as Mario, Luigi, Peach, or Toad. Yeah, before each level starts, you can choose who you want to play as, which I think is great. The game is not an entirely open world game like Super Mario Odyssey. It plays like a classic Super Mario game where you have the world maps and then you go into the levels and you go through each of the worlds to get to Bowser. The difference is though, is that the levels themselves, they are 3D platformer levels. They're not linear like New Super Mario Bros. And in my opinion, the 3D platformer level style is so much better and more fun than the linear style. That's why I was like, okay, yeah, I'm getting this game. And so yeah, you go through the levels, you can play as either Mario, Luigi, Toad, or Peach. Mario is, the all-around balanced guy. Luigi is better at high jumps. Toad is the fastest character. But let's all be honest with ourselves, the best character in this game is Princess Peach, because she can hover in the air temporarily, and for me that just helps so much with levels. Because quite a few of the levels in this game, they can get pretty difficult. They're these big obstacle courses, so the ability to hover in the air, even temporarily, that just helps immensely. That's why I usually play as Princess Peach. I mean, in my original playthrough of the game, I did try to give equal time to all the characters because I wanted to be fair. But then after I beat the main story, I did go back and play most of the levels with Princess Peach so I could get all the extras like the green stars and stamps and all that. And they were just so much easier to get with Princess Peach. I don't know, just for me, Princess Peach is the best character in the game. And yes, I found that playing as her made my foot fungus go away. It's an inside joke. If you get it, you get it. And I mentioned the fact that playing as Peach made the levels easier because this game is actually really hard. I mean, let's face it, Super Mario games, they don't have the smoothest of controls. They can get a little slippery at times. Let's just be honest with ourselves and admit it. So, there are times when you have to navigate these narrow bridges and you're like, oh no, oh, damn, I fell. Or you have to jump on these platforms that are really small and they just give you that adrenaline and anxiety. You're like, oh no, they give you those clench up moments where you're like, I'm gonna die. Oh, damn, I died. Yeah, this game is full of those moments for sure. For me, it might have been because the controller I had was suffering from the worst drift ever. Yeah, it was pretty terrible. So really bad drift plus the slippery controls of a Super Mario game. Yeah, I couldn't play it at a point. I was like, oh no, why are you going that way? So at a point, it was getting so frustrating that I was like, screw it. I'll shell out the unbelievable amount of money it takes to get a new controller. So I did, and I finished the game. It made playing it a lot easier, although some of the levels are still pretty hard. Like one level towards the end, I think it's in World Castle. Oh my god. It took me like 20 lives to even get through the level for the first time. Yeah, 20 lives. I don't even think I'm exaggerating here. When I finally beat it, I was like, I am never ever playing this level again, and I still haven't. I don't care if I haven't gotten all the green stars or the stamp or whatever. I'm just never ever going back to that level. Screw that noise. Cause that level was out for my blood. And this game does do the thing, I heard that Super Mario 3D Land did this too, where if you die 5 times in a level, it gives you an invincibility leaf and it gives you a white Tanuki suit that makes you invincible. And some people have complained that it makes the game a little too easy and that they would rather learn and adapt and feel like they've conquered the level like they've earned it. But for me, I don't care. Give me the white Tanuki suit. I just want to beat the damn level. Yeah, I'm one of those gamers. I just don't care. If the game makes it easier, I'm all for it because I just want to win. So yeah, in the levels where I died 5 times and I got that invincibility leaf, I used it. I was like, yeah, I'll take it. I'll beat the level more easily if you're letting me. And it really helped. Except in that level in World Castle, because that didn't even help then. Just, oh my god, screw that level, dude. Whoever made that level in this game, I hate you. It's good though. I mean, it's a good thing there are frustrating levels in this game. That means I'm getting really into it, you know? And I didn't give up until I beat it. You know, some of these levels, they make you want to throw your controller through your TV, but that's a good thing, you know? Because that means you're really passionate about the game and you want to beat it. Otherwise, you just feel really bad about yourself. So props to this game for having those frustrating levels. That being said, screw you, makers of this game, for making those damn frustrating levels. I also really like the power-ups in this game. The main new one in Super Mario 3D World is there's a Super Bell. You get it and it turns you into a cat form. And let's face it, that's the best transformation in this game. Because you can climb up walls and get secrets like green stars and stamps, but also you can scratch at bad guys like Goombas and stuff like that. I prefer close range when it comes to Mario. You can scratch at bad guys and get rid of them. It's more reliable than the fireballs that could go anywhere. I always prefer to be in cat form when I can. Although Boomerang's not bad. Also, there are these cherries that can multiply you. When you get these double cherries, you can now play as like 2 Marios at once, and you control them both at the same time, so it's kind of hard to keep your eye on both of them, especially when you get more cherries. At one point, I was playing at like 5 Peaches at once. It was kind of difficult. That being said, it was really fun. So the thing about Super Mario 3D World is that, yeah, it can be frustrating, but it is beatable. I beat it within the span of a couple weeks. But the thing is, you can't just go from level to level and expect to get to the end. Some of the later levels, they actually require that you get enough green stars, which are the hidden things throughout each level. There are usually 3 of them per level. You have to collect them to unlock later stages. So sometimes I had to go back to previous levels that I didn't get all the green stars in, and I had to go get them. But you can't take your time when finding these green stars because there's a time limit in these levels. You know, like most classic Super Mario games, there are time limits. So again, like most Super Mario games, they keep you on your toes. And that is how you know you're playing a good old classic Super Mario game. It's that feeling that you only get when playing Super Mario, and no other game gives you this feeling. You're just on your toes, you're trying to find all the secrets, you're trying to navigate through this difficult level, you're trying not to die. It's good old fun Super Mario. And as frustrating as I've said this game is, I mean, at this point, after having played this game for almost a month, I now have over like 200 lives. I have like 235 or something. Because there are a lot of coins, and 100 coins equals a 1-up, as always. Plus, there are these like casino things that there are like these extras. And if you get the 4 symbols in a row, you can get 8 1-ups. And I'm pretty good at those games. I usually get 4 in a row. In which case, I ate up all those coins. And so that's another thing that really helped me beat this game. I beat the main story last week, and I've been playing the special worlds ever since. I admit I have not beaten all of them yet, because they are really hard, and I don't know if I ever will beat them, to be honest. I might be good at Super Mario, but I'm not that, like, pro level. I'm just not. We'll see, though. Never say never. So now that I've covered everything about Super Mario 3D World, let's talk about Bowser's Fury. Bowser's Fury, it feels like a DLC add-on game. It's a lot more open world than Super Mario 3D World, but it does feel like a shorter game than Super Mario 3D World. You're in this big open world, Lake Lapcat. Everything there is in cat form, all the bad guys, and you only play as Mario. You don't get a choice to play as anyone else. You're just Mario, but that's fine. And Bowser somehow has attained this black liquid that transforms him into the most metal-looking Bowser I have ever seen. Seriously, that looks so awesome. So you're going around this 3D world collecting cat shines, which are like the green stars in Super Mario 3D World, or the super moons in Super Mario Odyssey. You know, they're like the thing you have to collect. And helping you out in this adventure is Bowser Jr. Because even he's like, yeah, my dad's gone out of his mind. He has too much power. Please help me take him down. So Bowser Jr. helps you out a little bit, if you want him to. You can decide if you want him to help you a little bit or a lot or not at all. I just put it at a little bit. And it was cool. So you as Mario and Bowser Jr. are going around this world collecting cat shines. And if you get enough cat shines, you'll unlock the Super Giga Bell. That'll turn you into Giga Cat Mario, in which you can fight Bowser in this giant battle that reminds you of Pacific Rim, but with Mario. And that's fun as hell. It gets hard, I'm not gonna lie. I died a couple times. Not as much as I did in Super Mario 3D World, but you know, there's a learning curve with Bowser's Fury. It's a lot of fun. It was easier for me to beat. At this point, I've actually gotten all 100 cat shines in Bowser's Fury, so I've beaten that game 100%, so woohoo! And I'm still playing it. Even though I've beat it 100%, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll still play it because it's still addicting as hell. You want to know what else is addicting about this game? The music. Super Mario games are known for having notoriously catchy music, and this Super Mario game is no exception. More so the music in Super Mario 3D World than Bowser's Fury, admittedly. I have a few of the tracks from Super Mario 3D World on my phone now, and I listen to them while I'm driving in my car, because they're just so catchy. One of my favorite levels in Super Mario 3D World is all about music. These blocks come and go with the beat. You have to jump according to the beat, and it's a catchy beat, and it's a fun level to play. play. I have that track on my phone too. So in the end, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury is a 2-in-1 game package that is super addicting. You'll be playing this game for weeks because the gameplay is just as solid as any Super Mario game has ever been. You're gonna look up the music on YouTube because you're just going to. That's just an inevitable fact. Princess Peach is the best character to play as because of the hovering. The power-ups are really innovative, cat form is the best, and the game is just the right amount of frustrating where you get raged out, but you don't quit. I have put my controller down a couple of times. I'm like, alright, I'll get back to it tomorrow. But then I did get back to it tomorrow and I would beat it the next day. I never put the controller down and did not play the game for like weeks. No, I just got right back to it the next day and then I kept playing. Cause I just could not go a day without playing this game. It is that fun. I will say in terms of quality Super Mario game, I don't think it's as good as Super Mario Odyssey. Cause Super Mario Odyssey was like a celebration of the Mario franchise, you know, and it gave you emotions that way. And let's be honest, it's not that often that a Super Mario game actually gives you emotions. So Super Mario Odyssey gets that. This Super Mario game, even though it's 2 games in 1, it doesn't quite hit the emotional level that Odyssey does. But that's not a huge complaint. That's really the biggest complaint I have about this game. And if it's anything, it's like the smallest nitpick you can imagine. Other than that, I have nothing bad to say about this Super Mario game. Get it, play it, love it. So, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Have you played it? What do you think about it? Which character do you prefer to play as in Super Mario 3D World? Which of the 2 games do you like more, Super Mario 3D World or Bowser's Fury? How far have you gotten in both games? And what is your favorite Super Mario 3D platformer game? Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe.